All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. Let's do this. It's time for KFLive number 113 with Ben from Jack Wolf Knives. Jack Wolf Knives, you guys know, very cool. Say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toastman, Log TV, Choo Choo, Charlie Brown, Gimli, me and you, and let's get started on the Knives Fast channel, guys. It's going to be a fun one tonight. My throat is a little bit better, still kind of dicey. So we got the tea ready here with the honey and lemon. I got some cough drops ready. I got some water ready, and we're good to go. So let's make this happen. Let's see who is in here. I saw Tim B say hello to me. Man, this is crazy. The chat is not working. There we go. All right, I saw Tim B saying hello a minute ago. Sorry, Tim, I was getting some stuff ready. John Hedinger, hello. Mike Curtis, hello. Let's see. Tim B, of course, David Helka. There's rule number 9, Mr. David Iverson. Terry T-Rex, what is up? Good to see you. Guys, it's funny. We're starting and the sun is about going down. So, yep. Tim S, what's going on, my friend? Glad you were here. Cooper Light Steve, hello. There's a lot of O's there. And Cheeto Bandito is in the house. Dopey is in the house. B Shady 22 is in the house. Thomas McDonald is here. Let's see who else. Everybody, thank you and welcome. There are 22 of you in the chat. Aberdeen Blades is one of those. Good to see you. Very, very much so. Love seeing all you guys in the chat. And Ben will be here in a few minutes. I kind of started up a couple minutes early. Ratchman 5000. I like the name and welcome very much. It sounds like a new ratchet that you would get from somewhere. The Ratchman 5000. No, I don't know. All right. Who else is here? I think I covered everybody. If I didn't and you're lurking, please say hello. Christopher Wheeling is one of those. Seeing some familiar names from other channels. Very cool. Yeah, you're definitely in good company here. Hey, Will B. Speaking of good company, there's Will. Ian Coates is here. I guess no Ray. Yeah, I don't think I saw. Did I see a? No, I don't think I saw a G-Balls up, but no, I did not see a notification from Ray. So I guess Ray is taking a week off. Well, more of you over here, so that's good. No, I didn't miss you, Ian. I didn't do that. Hello. Hey, El Cap, what is going on? 5 to 1, 420, lurking and listening. I like it. Yeah, John, thank you, and sup to you as well. Hope everybody's doing good. I've had it got up to like 86 here today and pretty humid for this time of year. I had a nice little you wouldn't call it a hike, more I take like a 3/4 of a mile loop around a trail at lunch sometimes. It takes me about 30 minutes. It's a up and down, nice woodsy trail. There was a I don't know, I don't think I put this up anywhere, but there was a nice friend to meet me on the trail. I mean, it wasn't mean or anything, but yeah, we had a nice little Virginia black rat snake join me on the trail. Look at that, right in the middle of the trail. I'm like, hey, this is my trail. And he's like, no, not your trail at all. Probably waited about 5 minutes for him to finally get out the way. Hey, Ginger Fisher. And then this afternoon after work, Trev and I played some disc golf. So that was fun. And then ate dinner and got a bunch of stuff ready. And I'm here with you guys. So definitely got my activity today. Hey, Andrew Hobbert. Good to see you, my friend. Excellent. Good to see you for sure. Let's see who else. Mike Reese is here. I can't comment, but listening. Okay, very cool. Joseph S is here as well. Craig Wilkes is in the house. Mrs. C. Hello, Mrs. C. Greg Maroney is here. Hello, Greg. Man, everybody's here. Addicted to Blades 2 is in the house. Josh 33025 is here. Chris Hole is here. Man alive, we got 34 of you guys in here already. I got 4 king snakes. So you have them like in aquariums, John? I'm just I'm not super scared of snakes. I just don't know a lot about them and what kinds to like really be afraid of. And, in the wild, that is. We were fishing a couple years ago and I stepped from one rock to another. And these are boulders. Okay. So I'm like 4 feet up and I look down and there's a timber rattler right below me, coiled up, rattling. He didn't start rattling until I went over the top of him. How long you been Thomas, I've been doing it for probably 6 or 8 years, but literally it's only been about the past year of really getting into it. If that makes any sense. We played once or twice a year and for the past year we're playing once or twice a week. So and I'm still not very good, but Trevor's getting really good and my other 2 sons are getting really good at it. So it's a lot of fun. It's just, to find something. Ben's coming, guys. There he is. There he is. So I saw Ian asking, but to answer your question before I bring Ben on, it's something to do with my sons that we all enjoy and we're all okay at. I'm not great, but they're really good at it, and it's just a lot of fun. So, hey, Jason, yeah, I hear there's a lot of good disc golf in Charlotte, especially down at Winthrop University. I've heard good things about their course. Yeah, no, I agree. I like snakes and black snakes. Okay, so I'm gonna bring Ben in here, but I'm gonna tell a story. Story time with Uncle Casey. Everybody say hi to Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben, you're not the right guy, I don't think. What's up, man? Ben from Jack Wolf Knives is with us, guys.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome. So,
Thanks.
real quick, I'm just going to tell this quick story. So, I don't know how many of you are NASCAR fans out there, but I'm friends with a guy by the name of Ward Burton. Yeah, casually friends with a guy that won the Daytona 500. That's okay. Ward Burton, really cool dude, but Ward was always more into his wildlife foundation than he was into racing. He loved racing, but Ward is a hunter, a fisher, and he is crazy for hunting and wildlife conservation. So he's got this huge. So if you don't follow Ward on Twitter or Instagram, I'm just saying follow the guy because he goes around his farm and he's always picking up black snakes and other snakes and showing them to you. I call him the new crocodile hunter because he's absolutely crazy. He is not He is not at all scared of snakes, and he just shows them to the camera and everything. And I would never do that. I just spilled tea everywhere. So, all right, let's get back to Knife Stream. No more snakes. Ben, you don't have any snakes around you, do you?
Yeah, there's no snakes in the Arizona desert whatsoever.
No snakes at all. So when I was growing up in El Cajon, California, near San Diego, we had diamondbacks. Matter of fact, there was a mountain right behind my house called Diamondback Mountain. And so we would hike back there with one of our church leaders, and the guy would walk around with this. I did again, early memories of knives. He would walk around with this huge Bowie knife strapped to his leg. So he had it around his belt and then strapped to his leg, and he would pick that Bowie knife up and stab the snake through. And I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Like I got my own crocodile. Well, back then we didn't know what Crocodile Dundee was, but anyway, there you go. There's Keith the knife freak. Thank you for the donation there, and there is your Dalika salute. All right, time to slow down now and say hello to the man, the myth, the legend. And Ben, seriously, I say this every time you're on here, but I'm gonna just say it again because I think it's important to say. I can't think of any other now. Apparently, you've got some help coming, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But any other guy doing this basically by himself, putting out his mini knives. Obviously, you have a factory actually building them, but putting out this mini knives back to back to back to back to back to back, and it just blows my mind. I'm not sure how you do it, but congrats, my friend. It's really awesome.
50% determination, 50% out of my freaking mind, perhaps.
I wasn't going to say that, but you're definitely a little bit crazy. But it's okay. You're bringing us some awesome designs. And now that I've cleaned up my giant mess I made, you're bringing us some awesome designs, and we have one coming Friday. And guys, if you're like hiding in a closet somewhere and don't know, Yeah, there you go. Dopey. Yep. I grew up in El Cajon. Absolutely. If you don't know, the Feelgood Jack is headed your way Friday the 12th. And this guy is coming in 5 flavors. None of them have micarta. They are all some sort of carbon fiber. We'll talk more about that. And Ben, here's the thing, and I meant to get this out in advance. The thing about this one is, I've told you this before. One of my top 5 Jack Wolf knives is absolutely this Barlow. Okay, this beautiful midnight. And what you've done is you've taken it and, if you could, made it even more ergonomic. I almost said ergodynamic again. It's smaller and sleeker, and to me, that's great for a lot of daily tasks. But it's still, I mean, the thing is, it's about the same length. But it's a totally different knife. It's a completely different vibe to this thing. So one of the things I wanted to do, I kind of did a little bit of poking around today, but I didn't get very far. What does Ben know about the doctor's knife pattern that would be great for us to know? Now, we obviously know this dates back, at least 100 years, more than that, most likely.
I had, sorry to cut you off. I wish I had some good historical information.
Yeah.
I didn't do the history research.
Okay.
I own a couple.
Right.
And so my experience with it has just been through ownership. And it always struck me as being like just really cool. Cool in that it's different from a lot of the other ones.
Right. That's kind of, I mean, it's got a vibe that's, if I pulled out all of your knives right now, they kind of all have that sort of larger handle vibe to them. Not larger. Don't get me wrong. These are not big knives, but
there is definitely a consistent form factor
across. Right. It's just a totally different vibe to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that's okay. So what always struck me about the doctor's knife is, okay, the handle is almost a rectangle. And I guess all these knives are rectangles, but I would say a skinny rectangle.
Right.
And it's deceptively long. Like this knife is 3 3/4 inch long. Right. But it almost looks like if it was in a picture by itself, you'd think it's 4 inches. Because
correct.
It's height to width ratio.
Even when I saw your video that you send us, I saw your video and I'm like, man, is that thing really? It almost looked like a toothpick, like a Texas toothpick kind of knife. And I'm like, but then you held it up to some others. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing wrong here? But it seems to be, at least with this one, the only doctor's knife I have right now is this High Plains bone one from Rough Rider, and it seems to be kind of a pretty consistent with the doctor's knife pattern, at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and to me, like, I'm always looking at these traditional patterns and I'm saying, okay, if I'm going to do an interpretation of this pattern, what design aspects are important to me to maintain so that it's recognizable? Where can I take some liberties, and how do I make this so that guys will want to buy it? Like enough people will want to buy it. Doctor's knife was designed specifically enabling doctor crushed pills into powder using a uniquely shaped flat squared bolster. Right. So
here's my big question, though. And again, this is what I was trying to find, and I couldn't find this. Now, we're not saying, like I always think of, my wife watches Little House on the Prairie, and I can't even remember, Dr. Baker. Okay. So Dr. Baker in the 1870s, 1880s, are we saying he was actually doing surgery with something like this? Okay, no. We're not.
I think it's like, think about it as like, a doctor's little multi-tool. So it's like, it's just one little tool for him to have in his doctor kit. I don't think, I think, a scalpel is a scalpel.
Right. That's what I was thinking of. So we're really talking about a utility blade of some sort. And in this case, a tongue depressor, spatula, pill sorter, whatever you want that to be, which, for the most part, other than just having a traditional pattern for most of us, I don't know what we'd ever use this for. So, you know, it just kind of in this particular one just sits there and it's like, okay, it's there, but I don't know what I'd ever use it for. So
I see it as a novelty.
Yeah, I think so.
But
for them, I'm sure it was something, you know.
Sure.
And I did read, by the way, I went to some message boards. I went on Reddit and found a pharmacist who uses one of these and actually does use it to sort pills.
Yeah.
And I'm like, neat. Okay, that's cool.
Right.
So other than that, I just don't know.
So for me, it was like, okay, I've got, you know, I'm looking at these things like which patterns excite me, which ones do I think are interesting, and I have to couple that with, do I think they'll be successful, you know? And so I've done a lot of the patterns I already wanted to do. And the doctor's knife intrigued me because, like, you'll notice in my designs, especially the stuff that sort of are more me than not, I'm into sort of a modern angular look, you know? And so the doctor's knife, I mean, other than the top of the bolster and the curve here, there's not a single curve on this thing. There's no radii. Everything is a straight line presented at an angle. And so when I looked at the doctor's knife, I'm like, I could totally do a Jack Wolf doctor's knife. And so I drew the handle first, and I was back and forth a little bit. Like, do I make it 3.5 inches? So like little bro size, like even shorter. And I was like, no, because I want that long drawn out look.
Right.
You know? And so then I drew one like at 4 inches, and I was like, the ratio's wrong. Like, it's too long and skinny at 4 inches. So because I got a lot of knives at 3 3/4, but like it just looked right at 3 3/4. So
it definitely does. And again, it's at 3 3/4 for me. That becomes a 4-finger knife.
Yeah.
You know, so smaller than that, you know, little bro's a little small, but I like the little bro. I carry it because it's good to just drop in the bottom of the pocket on a day where you don't want a bigger knife. But this one is a great size for me. It really is.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so, you know, beyond that, I'm looking at the historical. I'm seeing it's either this long skinny clip or a spear. I've got a lot of clip points in the catalog already.
You do.
I've got some spear points, but like the long skinny spear is probably my least favorite version of the spear point. Like, it looks kind of funny on the fruit knives. It looks a little funny on some of the doctor's knives. Ian, I've got, majority of my blades have clip points.
He's got little bro, big bro, sharpshooter. Yeah. Benny's clip.
You know, Ian, just pop on to jackwolfknives.com, and right there at the homepage, they're all pretty much laid out.
Yep.
But nonetheless, and it's like, okay, well, this is a design no one knows about yet, and I've only got the one sheep's foot, so it's like, it's time to do another sheep's foot. And I'm like, man, that's perfect, because to make this a modern doctor's knife, this is one of the changes I want. I want to delete the spatula. I want the modern materials, and I want to update the blade to something that's more desirable today. And I didn't want to do another clip point. So it just kind of worked. And I was like, this handle, you know, it's not very wide. So depending on the blade you're designing, like, there's not a lot of room to hide a blade in this handle. So
well, that's very true. Yeah.
I mean, it's a functional issue. Like, you know, with a sheep's foot, you don't need to get that much, you know, into the handle to hide the tip. Can you imagine if the tip is out here? Like, you can't do it, you know?
Right.
So a Warncliffe would be good on this too, in all honesty. But I went with the sheep's foot. I loved the way it looks when it's out. It's like really long and just mean looking. And there's one
totally
thing
agree. And we know we've all agreed on, well, not everybody, but you and I have agreed on this, that's just a great daily use blade shape. It's a fantastic daily use blade shape.
Like it's a utility knife extraordinaire. Basically, like, this is, you know, the nicest X-Acto knife you've ever had.
That's a good way to put it.
I think it certainly makes a great EDC knife. Like, depending on what you do for a living or how you use your knife, this might not be the first choice. But I think for 90+% of guys, this is going to do everything they need a knife to do. Opening packages is what we do.
There you go.
And the form factor is really cool. I think to me, that's what's neat about this is it's just different than what guys own. Even what other Jack Wolf knives are out there. This is different. And it's getting hard to be different.
Yep. All right, Ben, I want to try one thing real quick. Do you mind your connection's kind of bad and I want people to be able to see what you're showing. So do you mind leaving and trying to come back in and let's just see if that fixes it?
No problem. It looks perfect on my end.
Yeah, you're like, well, guys, let's ask them. Maybe it's just me. Does he look grainy to you guys as well? Or is it just on my end? And he's actually
I see it on YouTube. I'm definitely grainy. What the hell?
Okay.
All right, I'll jump out.
All right, I'm going to take you off, and then I'll bring you back up when you come back in. All right. All right, let's say hello to a few people. Stephen Wallace, Tyler Williams, Goondox is in the house. Let's see. I saw more. Aries, hello, 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 hello. There are 63 folks in here. Thank you all for being here. Mike Reese, I'm not kicking him out. I was just seeing if we could clear him up a little bit here. Let's see. Let's see if it's better. It's a little bit better. I can definitely
bring me back.
Yeah, you're still a little bit grainy, but it's fine. I just thought we'd give it a try at least. Just the desert stealing your internet. No, I'm just
that work. It's usually pretty good here, but
hey Colby, hey David Tooley, what is going on? Excellent to see all of you folks in here. So this is Tim B brings up something that I actually am wrestling with. Okay, so in my opinion, Tim says the toughest one to decide which handle material he wanted to order. And here's the thing. I believe the White Storm will go first. This is KC. But then I think the other four are tied for second. I don't know. I absolutely can't, because I think you like definitely hit some cool notes. I think a lot of people are excited about the limoncello because it's something new. I've seen a lot of people talking about that one. Of course, you got crazy people like me that anything blue, I just friggin' love. And this, by the way, feels like there's more blue in this one than sometimes when you get the dark matter. This one has a lot of blue mixed in with it. I love it.
I will say, Casey,
yep,
it's not perfectly consistent across the batch how much blue. I wish it was. You know, people like inevitably someone buys it and is disappointed how much blue is in there.
Yeah,
honestly, it makes me want to stop using the stuff.
It's this the dark matter. Yeah, I think that's very inconsistent.
You know, it is. It's inconsistent, and I don't think they're trying to sell it as if it is consistent. It's just people's expectations are what's important. Right. You know, like I can explain to them, well, this is how the material is. Like no one wants to hear that. They just want what they want. And so, you know, you guys may see a discontinuation of dark matter in the future just because I don't like disappointing people. And I've got
understood. I've actually got a knife that I'm working on prototypes for. And I was looking at the dark matter gold, but for the same reason, I'm not sure if I want to do that or not.
Dark matter gold is good. Dark matter gold doesn't have that issue. It's blue, red, yellow, I think are the ones that are a challenge. And then green, gold. Oh, and purple's an issue too. I'll probably not use purple again.
The dark matter purple, right?
Yeah, because even the purple that you can see really is hard to detect unless you get the light just right.
Yeah. So on the one I've got, I mean, here's the thing. I'll tell you, you've got some, and if what people want is like a really bold blue, then you're not going to get a lot of that. Okay. But what I see here is more little flecks of blue mixed in. If you look here and you look at it in the right light, there's just nice little tones of blue down here, and it shows up really well. I did some outside some pictures out in the sun today, and you can definitely, especially on this side, see the flex down here by my thumb. Really, I mean, it's just beautiful. So I don't know. Everybody's asking me which ones I think will go first. And let's just go back to this real quick. Ben's got
the white will go first.
Yeah, I think so too.
I get a good sense of it based on comments under videos, comments on Instagram, like what people talk to me about.
And then I think there's the lava flow crowd that will want that one just because you've done several in that scheme.
Only one, only Vampire is the only one.
Oh, is that the only one? Okay, I thought you've done a couple.
No, we did Mars Valley.
But this pink, man, I'm telling you, that stuff, I'm not a pink guy, but that's cool.
They're all cool. I'm gonna guess White Storm, followed by a more or less a tie between Limoncello and Lava Flow. And then I think pink and blue will be sort of neck and neck in the next tier. That's my guess.
Yeah. So what do you guys in the chat think of apparently it's a limoncello. I was saying limoncello, but what do you guys in the chat think of that one? I think, I mean, that one just pops. That's sort of like that. What was the one last month with the green and the blue gecko? Yeah, that one was like kind of like this, kind of like really in your face, And again, what I like about some of these, Ben, the non-dark matter ones, this is camo carbon, right?
Correct.
The camo carbon gets that gray, and the gray kind of goes right into those bolsters, and I just think that looks sick. It looks super cool to me.
It might be Limoncello. It's spelled Limon, so I'm pronouncing it Limoncello, like the way the I is pronounced in Spanish, but it's an Italian word, first of all, and I don't know how to speak Italian. And second of all, who cares? Everybody knows what to talk about.
Right. Well, that's like I got busted for here. I'll bring this up. So there's a new knife from Civivi, and this thing is called, I thought, the QU. Okay, let's see how Ben will pronounce this. QUBIT.
QUBIT. I call it Qubit.
Yeah, me too. But apparently it's Quibit. And I said if they were going to do that, it should have been QUBUIT. Or wait, QUIBIT. Sorry, that's what I meant. But they pronounce it in their video Quibit. And that's fine. That's what I'll call it from now on. But it's like, 6 of one, half dozen other. My only gripe with this knife so far is not about the name. It's about the bottle opener here.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's also this where the stop pin hits. So I thought they just did that for that reason, but it's a bottle opener apparently. I don't care for that. Going in and out of my pocket, but
it looks really good when it's open.
Yeah, it does. When it's open, it's a beautiful knife. I mean, it really is. Slicey, nice blade shape. But yeah, I will say Quibit from now on because that's what they call it. But I thought for sure it was the Qubit.
You see, I'm gonna kill my camera and bring it back real quick because I'm fuzzy and I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I'm trying to be fuzzy.
I ain't trying to be fuzzy. Does it look cool? Then it's cool. Just got my Quibit and it's good. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people have them already and really dig them, man. And I'm not knocking the knife. I just, and if you use a bottle opener, then you should get one. I just, I don't find myself using a lot of bottle openers, so it's just I don't need one on my knife. Reminds me of the Quiet Carry Drift when open. I can see that. It's kind of got a little more aggressive belly to it than the Drift, but yeah, I can see Drift in that. And there's something about a black knife that is matte. The matte black is a sick look, in my opinion.
Are those aluminum handles?
Yeah, it's aluminum. And I'm telling you, I don't know what they did, Ben, but this action is probably some of the best closing action I've seen on a button lock, a small button lock especially. Just sucks right in. It's a cool little one. I just got that in. So these Feelgood Jacks are dropping on Friday at dealers. Now, if you guys don't know where the dealers are, there's a list on the Jack Wolf website. And it seems like Ben adds a dealer every once in a while too.
We
So
added several more, starting with
who'd you add this time around, if you remember?
Let's see
I hate
here.
to put you on the spot.
No, that's okay. We got GP Knives. I'm super excited about.
Okay, those. Yeah, they've been around for quite some time.
They've been around since the '90s, quietly selling knives out of where are they? I think Troy, Illinois, or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say somewhere in the Midwest.
But somewhere in the Midwest for sure. Grand Prairie, I think, is what GP stands for. So we got GP Knives. We got River's Edge Cutlery. We got.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Tactical Elements, which is that dude AJ. We got Fanatic Edge, TSA Knives out of Minnesota, a major slip joint dealer. Let me think here.
TSA Knives, are they selling the ones that are taken from you when you go to the airport? TSA Knives?
Right, yeah, exactly. Deadwood Knives is a
Deadwood, okay, yeah.
They're out of Tennessee. They have brick and mortar stores, huge case dealer.
Okay.
Northwest Knives, which they approached me at one of the blade shows. And then DNK Knives, he's located locally. I drove up and met him the other day, shook his hand.
Farmer, yeah, I can't remember. Don Farmer, yep.
Farmer. So that's, and then internationally, we added Australia, which is Mitch Nero at Adventure Carry. Super nice guy. Super stoked to be there. And then
that's awesome.
In France, Coutellerie Tourangelle.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, I had to practice that times with Google pronunciation or whatever. But yeah, they're in Touraine, France, which is, I think, kind of southwest France. And I picked up a French YouTuber, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, nice. A French YouTuber.
Yeah, man. It's all in French, so I have no idea what he's saying.
Yeah, you can't tell if he's saying good. Yeah, you're going to have to see if you can get a transcript and translate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Tori Casey, welcome. Hey, Kurt Eisen. Yep, you can get the Feelgood at Blue Creek, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
by the way, no, guys, I just want to say it again because I get this every time. There's no 10% off anywhere, no discounts on the Jack Wolf knives. It's just the way it is. It's the fair way to price them across the board. He's got a lot of dealers, and it's the way to do it. So
yeah, it's scary, man. I mean, it's could be too many dealers. We'll see.
Well, I was going to ask you, so did you increase production as well?
Oh, yeah. That's the only way to facilitate this.
So each dealer's getting, you've added on, you don't have to say, but a certain number for each one. Yep.
Yeah, let's just to the point where, I'm always nervous. I just worry a lot. But, it's like they want to have a chance to sell them. They're excited about it. I don't want to turn the business away. If they work hard to promote these and get them sold, they'll do fine. If they want to put forth no effort and act as if they'll sell themselves, then I don't think they'll be fine. So,
right.
We'll see.
It's just something you'll have to keep an eye on. Mike's asking about Deadwood knives.
I've never been there.
Never been
anybody's
there.
I think they're in Knoxville.
Yeah, he's in Alabama, so I think he's seeing if it's worth visiting because he goes to SMKW, I know.
I'm not sure, man. If you go, let me know. I'd be super curious.
I
know they're like a major dealer of case knives. So
Mike is a major collector of case knives. So There you go. So yep. All right, very, very cool. Now I do want to say, you said something a minute ago about DNK. And guys, you remember, by the way, let me just look here for a second. We are at 9,700 and 48 subscribers on the Knives Fast channel. And so that means we're going to have a 10,000 giveaway, 10,000 subscriber giveaway in about a little more than 250 subscribers. And I've got several packages. You guys know I've got the one from, wow, Casey, Three Rivers TRM, an Atom, really cool one. And DNK Dawn sent along a knife for a package. And I don't know, Ben, I heard a rumor that there might be something else in there.
There is something big for your bro coming your way.
Very, very nice, guys. So, they apparently Deadwood has a Tony Bowes knife that Mike needs.
Go visit, man.
Yeah, man, go check it out.
Check it out. Report back to us. Let us know if if I should be excited that I'm there.
Yeah, there you go, man. So yeah, but that is awesome, Ben. I appreciate you. We were just talking one day, and Ben's like, "Hey, how come you haven't asked me for your 10K?" I'm like, "You're asked," and he said, "Okay." So there will be a Jack Wolf knife, and if you caught his hints, there you go, guys. But there will be a Jack Wolf knife in the 10K giveaway. We're up to, I think, 4 packages, or depending on, there's another person telling me they might send one, so we'll see. I don't know, but there's going to be at least 4, maybe 5 packages. Heck, maybe 6. Who knows? We'll see what happens, and definitely going to be a giveaway fit for 10,000 subscribers. So really, really cool. I appreciate it, Mr. Ben.
Happy to help, dude. It's, you know what? You've come a long way since I met you. It's really, really impressive.
I think I was at like 2,000 at that Blade show, something like that.
Yeah, you were right around 2,000.
Yeah, I think that's right. And so I was looking at it. Let me just look at this, because I think, okay, no, I don't need to look. I remember. I started.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say that's a lot of subscriber growth in 2 years, dude.
It is. It's pretty crazy, and I'm not overlooking it at all. I'm so thankful. The people, I mean, seeing new people in the chat on Monday nights has been really fun, and it's just been so cool to see the growth. And it's a lot of fun. But what I was going to say is, started the channel on September 8th, 2015. And when I met you, we were from 2015 to 2021, only went to 2,000 subscribers. So yes, from 2021 till now, to be up that much, almost 8,000 is insane. So yes.
Thank you, Manuel. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all your enthusiastic comments under our videos too, dude. You're the man. Thank you.
And Michael Morgan, that's fine. I will miss you dearly, and I will also miss your shorts picking on me all the time. So, Michael has become the roast channel. He's got his own channel, and he goes around to all of us YouTubers and roasts us with shorts.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
It's really yeah, Brian F. There's like 9 or 10 jade pinions left on the website. You can just go to tempestknives.com, and there are 9 or 10 left on there. So yes, absolutely. If you want one, I would say get it. There will be jade and blue at Blade Show. I think I set aside like 10 or 15 of each for Blade Show. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to sell them, but yeah, I'll get that straight shortly. Yeah, I am definitely going to hope more people bring cash, but I mean, do you do the internet stuff at all, or you just do straight cash?
So in the beginning, I did not take cash, because it's actually kind of a headache when you have a whole internet POS system. So I use Shopify. I got the chipper, the chip reader that you can buy from them. And as long as you have an internet connection, it'll work. Now, eventually, I got harassed enough by people who want to use cash that I started taking cash. And now that I don't have my Carta at 275, I've got like this round number at 300. It's easier to people to pay me, and I don't need to make change. Right. But like having to make change is kind of annoying. You got to go to the bank and get a bunch of small bills, and you're kind of fumbling with the money while people are trying to talk to you. It's a little bit more challenging. But a lot of guys come to the show with cash because they've been saving the cash or hiding the cash or whatever, whatever.
Stashing the cash,
and they don't want it like the card swipe on their statements. So I would just be like, well, dude, just give the cash to your buddy and let him swipe it. Yeah. Which usually works, but the best option is to accept both.
Okay. I'll see. long story. Not everybody needs to know it. You and I could talk offline, but I'm having trouble. You know, I'm on a different app, different shopping site, and yeah, it's going to be a royal pain in the butt to accept cards. So I'm going to have to come up with something else.
I bring an iPad that I have dedicated for that stuff.
Yep.
I mean, worst case scenario, KC, just have them process the online transaction, and then, just right before you go to the show, set it up as free shipping or something. But I guess we could talk that through offline.
Yep. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll get it figured out. I was still holding out on whether to buy the internet or not, but it sounds like I need to go ahead and do it.
Well, I'll tell you what, at Blade Show Atlanta, particularly, if you have Verizon, which I have, your cell phone will not work in there.
I tried to just buy a knife last year, and I could not. I finally, it was EMP EDC, so he let me pay him after the fact, and he's like, "Here, just take the knife. You're good for it." And I'm like, "Yep." So, and I got it. So Alice, you and I should probably talk. Yeah, okay. So here's the deal. Everybody doesn't need to know this, but I'll say it real quick. I'm on Equid, and I use a Stripe, and Stripe is basically telling me I have to hire a web developer to make an app. You can buy a POS reader for Stripe, but you can't, you have to hire a web developer to create an app. They don't have an app.
For
stupidest. Yeah, no, for Stripe.
Well, Stripe is a payment processor. It's not a platform.
Right. Understood. So, but they're the ones that would take the POS. So I get what you and Kevin have with Shopify. I don't have that with Equid. Equid has something called Lightspeed, but when I read up on Lightspeed, there were so many bad reviews. So many, like, please don't ever buy this. Warn your dog. Don't, so I have not done Lightspeed. If somebody knows something else, then let me know. But I'm also approved through Square. So, Alice, what I want to talk to you about is maybe I just switch my credit card processor to Square and use a Square reader and do that. That's what I'm thinking of. So, anyway. All right. So, we don't need to spend any more time on that. But that's I'm still trying to figure it out. Look at Brian F's message. Hey, KC, I'd like to buy one. I'm going to die and send back to you for your 10K. Oh, Brian. That is super awesome, man. I appreciate that, man. So, yeah, they're there. So if you want to buy one, then I will ship it to you right away, and you can do that. Thank you so much, man. That's DSKFS if I ever saw it. Thank you. Brian does some crazy dye jobs on knives. If you guys don't follow him on Instagram, check him out. He does like fades and different stuff like that, and they look really, really cool. Yep. Thank you guys for pointing out to see that. I'm sorry, I don't always see all the comments. There are 87 people in here, and it's hard to keep up.
No doubt.
So, all right. So back to, so by the way, Ben is going to be at Blade Show. Ben, you kind of, I think at Blade West, at least or was it, no, it wasn't Blade West. It was, SHOT Show. Didn't you have like a bigger than a table, like almost a booth kind of size thing going on?
Blade,
or am I crazy?
Upgraded
Blade, Texas. That's what it was.
Yep. So I've got a booth at Blade Show Atlanta.
Cool.
The booth number, I gotta look it up. But I'm kind of like, if you got the sea of tables, and then the booths kind of go around it.
Yep.
My booth is in the corner, like where the tables meet a corner. My booth is right there. It seems like a pretty good spot. I feel like there's a lot of traffic.
So now picture your corner and go across the diagonal. I'm at the end of the tables, almost at the end, 25V. But I'm in the main room, which is good. I'm happy about that. I didn't want to be off on the side room. So I'm in the main room, and I'm back in the back of the room, 25V.
That's not far from where Lefty was, right? Wasn't
he? He's back up near you this time though. He's way up towards the front of the tables. But
I'm near the back of the tables, but the back corner of the tables, the back left corner.
Okay, got you. So yeah, it'll be cool. Okay. You're saying that in that direction. Okay, yeah. So you're probably near me then.
Pull up the map, Casey. He'll give us something to do.
Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. Hold on. Well, what else do we need to know about the Feel Good Jack while I do this?
Well, I don't know. Like, does anybody have any questions about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Questions is good.
You know, it's a Jack Wolf slip joint. It's the pull weight is pretty stiff. It's a 7.5 in my opinion. It's got really nice, crisp walk and talk. You got a straight edge. You got a hollow grind. 12 or 13 thousandths behind the edge. A little
good
thicker
night.
behind the edge and some of the
So
other
cool.
ones, but you know, it's also not very tall, so kind of to be expected. One hell of a utility knife, one hell of a gents knife, great desk knife, great executive knife. But you can do some work with it. There's a video up from Donnie B all day. He put this thing to work in his backyard, dude. He was chucking it into stumps. He was batoning with it. He was cutting all kinds of plastic sheeting or like netting. I was like, oh my God, he's going to break it.
That is awesome. So yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, well, I mean, I can believe you did it, but at the same time, that guy's crazy, man.
He is, but I like having YouTubers who do some testing too.
Absolutely.
You know, they kind of have a nice balance. Like you get the tabletop, you get people who handle a lot of knives and that have that point of view, and then you get guys who like to go in their backyard and just cut stuff,
beat the crap out of it. Yeah. All right, I think we finally got it up here. All right, let's see here. So I am, as I said, I'm 25V, so I'm way right here where well, you can't see my cursor, but I'm at 25V. And where are you now?
Can you zoom in? Just zoom in up at the top.
Sure. Oh, up at the top. Okay.
So I'm in, you see 844 up there near A22. See SC knives?
I did see SC and now I lost it.
See the black text that says
yep, I see SC. Okay.
I'm to the right of SC.
Okay, yeah, I see you right there. Yeah, so I can't quite throw a rock at you, but you're pretty close.
No.
But yeah, I'm over at 25V over there, so pretty much down the same aisle. But yeah, very, very cool. So there you go, guys. And you're near Riot and Holt and a lot of cool stuff right near you there.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I'm getting a lot of the flow through traffic from the tables into the booth zone.
Yep. You should. I mean, you're right at kind of the end of that where the 22A is there and right up from you. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be good. I got, the booth is nice, especially for me now with so many different models.
Right.
Because I like to put all the models out on the table, even though I don't have them all for sale. It's like the one chance a guy has to see the whole collection,
Yep, I totally agree. And you'll probably have several varieties of each one out there too. So I
usually do 2 or 3 of each model out there. And then I'll have some big bros, some feel goods, and then the knife for next month, I'll have those. Hopefully, I should. Anthony said, "Told Booth Willie all about that booth life. $1.25, please."
Very, very funny. Yeah, so I still don't know exactly what my table is going to look like. I'm working on it. Guys, I do think for those of you going to Blade Show, we haven't decided what day yet, but it sounds like my daughter may be there for one day actually doing some bunnies, and I don't know if we'll give them out or sell them. We haven't decided yet, but we're doing something.
That's cool.
So we haven't gotten there yet, but she wanted to participate, so I'm like, okay, cool.
All right. So have you do you have a tablecloth? Do you have a banner?
Yep. I have the tablecloth, the banner. I have you saw my big wooden sign that'll go in the middle.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And then I've also got the Mach 51 sign, and I'll bring the one prototype I have left of the Mach 51, and then I'll have pinions and microbursts. Now, by the way, microburst update. I saw somebody ask it earlier. I was told on Saturday, I was given a picture of 2 large baggies of pivots. They are in baggies, okay? So they just have to be milled. And when the milling is done, they will be sent to me. We will swap them out and get them to you guys. It's going to be a little bit of a, what's the word? It's going to be a process to get them done, and we will get them done as quickly as we can. I got my buddy Jeremy helping, and I think Gorilla's going to come and help, depending on his schedule, and Jeremy's wife as well, but and some of my family. We'll get them done. But we will get them out as quickly as we can, and I appreciate everybody's patience. And I love the fact that you guys get, just like Ben with the little bro, I don't want to let something out to you guys. It's not the way it should be. In this case, it's even more, I guess the word has been debatable, because, you know, it just doesn't look quite right, but it looks good. It just doesn't look quite right. You know, the knife functions properly. The edge is fine. The action is great. Everything is good. It's just literally something that doesn't look the way it should.
Well, you said, like, people have an expectation.
Yep, they should.
Well, yeah,
they paid money. We should
pre-ordered something specific.
Yep.
So no one's going to be mad at you that you gave them what they asked for.
Nope. I don't think so either. And I'm very excited. Tori, I knew when I said baggies, somebody was going to make that joke. So, but there you go. No, but, you know, and we've had a conversation, me and the manufacturer, again, you know, just expectations, I guess, Ben, is the right word.
Mm-hmm.
They were definitely trying, Ash, you can come down whenever you want, girl, whenever you'd like to. Yeah, you take your time whenever you're ready to come, but in the next 30 minutes or so. What was I saying? You know, just expectations. They were trying to do something. They had a reason for doing it. I didn't like the reason. And I just said, look, in the future, if you think you need to do something differently than we've spelled it out on the sheet, you need to ask me. Don't just do it. Yeah. If you think, hey, what he wants is not working, I need to do this, which wasn't the case, actually. It was just a preference thing. You know, it's you just reach out to me and let's have a conversation before you just do it.
You know, in English, assume makes an ass of you. So let's not do that.
Yep. So as soon as I mean, literally, I was sick when I opened the first one up, Ben. I got 4 of the 5 boxes came in. I cut them all open. I got a few out. I'm like, what? Oh, so it was like middle of the day. So they were asleep. And I'm just like, all right, I'm just going to wait till tomorrow morning. And well, tomorrow morning, their time.
Right.
And try to get it straight. And we did. We, you know, they know what they're doing. They know what we want. And we're making sure they send it the way I want it sent, and then we will get everything switched out. Anyone know? Okay, if anyone knows, this guy does. Jason wants to know if you know where he can get a cyborg jack.
I think the last, unfortunately, they are all gone. The last,
so it would have to be secondary.
Sold from New River Knife Works. It sold a couple days ago, but yep, sorry, man. Like, you know, they'll come back. I would say if you don't want to wait for me to reproduce them, which could be, you know, a decent chunk of time, check out my Facebook group, Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide. Worldwide is one word. We have a pretty good buy-sell trade thread going on there. And like a lot of collectors, you know, they sometimes they just want to try a different model. So they'll jump in and out of models and stuff. Like, that's your best chance for sure. Yep. Is in the Facebook group.
Yep, that is very cool. Now, have you gotten a feel for the secondary? Are they selling around retail, or are they kind of going up, or what kind of?
Like, there's a couple like Real Choice carbon fiber ones that have been out of production for a while. They'll get retail or a little premium. Most of the stuff is under retail, like pretty much the nature of the secondary market as a whole now. It is pretty rare. I mean, maybe some Chris Reeves stuff, but the majority of stuff now on the secondary is probably where it should be, which is, 20-30% discount from retail. I mean, that's where the secondary market arguably should be. There's nothing more flattering to a business than if people are, selling your stuff on the secondary more than what you charge for it, I suppose. I mean, that comes with its own set of headaches, certainly, people getting upset. But the fact of the matter is, like, as long as people ask a fair price, the stuff is selling, and I think people are really happy with the knives.
Yeah, I think so.
What up, G-Ball? Good to see you.
Hey, G-Ball, how's it going? Hey, Mike Jernak, good to see you. Anybody else? Demonoc, hello. Arrowhead guys, I have a cyborg. I'll see you.
I'll sell you for $1 million.
Puts pinky in two mouth. $1 million.
100 million. Yeah.
So Ben, back to these beauties real quick. And again, this is like asking you which of your kids you like best. But if you were getting one of these, which one would you be aiming for?
So I've been I answered that.
I just want to know because it's interesting to me what everybody likes, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to throw a caveat in there, and it's simple.
Okay.
It depends on what else I have in my collection.
Right.
Okay. Now, the White Storm is super cool, but if I didn't have any fat carbon in my collection, I don't know if it would be my first choice.
Okay.
Because
it's really bold.
Well, or is it bold, or is it like a little more? It's monotone.
Okay, good point.
Monochromatic. It's just white, gray. It's whites and grays. So if I didn't own other knives in fat carbon, and this was my first choice, I'd probably get either the Lava Flow red or the Limoncello yellow. Would probably be what I would choose first. Now, if I already had some Lava Flow, I would probably get Limoncello or White Storm because I already had some Lava Flow.
Right.
And this is my taste. I like bolder, brighter things. Like given the choice. Now, if I started to stack a lot of these regular fat carbons and I hadn't had a dark matter in a while, I'd grab a dark matter. So obviously I like them all, or I would not have chosen them.
Right. There's a lot of choices out there, so
yeah,
it's really cool. And by the way, Ben, I'm doing a little something here. We'll see what this looks like here in just a second. I wasn't even sure the answer to this question, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue Jack Wolf knives. So I've kind of got a vibe going on here. Everybody say hey to Trev.
And Anthony makes a good point. He says pink's the only option for this knife. How many people have a pink knife? Well, that's a good point. And so if I didn't have any pink in my collection, but I had these other knives, I'd get a pink one. So you know what? There's no better compliment. The best compliment I can get is, man, I can't figure out which one to pick.
Right.
Because it's like, okay, you're already going to get one. So it's like, okay, like that's a compliment. You're willing to buy one, but I made your decision difficult by giving you lots of good choices, which I know is super agonizing on one hand, but that's part of the fun.
Yep, I agree. All right, so here we go. We'll run through them real quick. Here's the blue Benny's clip, and that's our Arctic Storm, right?
Yep.
Man, I just love the look of that one. It's
a good one.
Big and bold. And then we've got the one that bit me, the Vampire, and that's which one is that, Ben?
Pacific Blue.
Pacific Blue.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Javelina in which is this? The Damascus? No. Brittany Blue. See? Told you I don't know. Very cool. And now we have the Damascus with the Venom.
Yep.
Man, that's bold. That's really cool. And then, of course, down to the Feelgood, we've got the Dark Matter Blue. Feelgood Jack.
Feelgood Jack, Dark Matter Blue. Yep.
Yep. So very cool. But yeah, I like your idea, and I think that's what a lot of people. Are you leaving already? You didn't even say hello. All right, he's getting on Fortnite. Fortnite is more important than you guys. Trevor says hey. But I think your logic is probably like a lot of people, or the logic of, oh, the pink, who has a pink knife, gonna do pink. I think that's probably way more logical. But I think there's probably also people out there that are trying to stay in a color family,
Right.
and I think that's real cool, and that's kind of what I like.
And it's like, at the end of the day, it's such a personal preference thing.
Right.
Like, just best advice I can give anyone is go with your gut.
Yeah. So, Aaron, I'll tell you, man, we've talked about this a lot on here. And Ben, I wasn't even going to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up because we've talked about this pretty much every time you've been on. And I actually don't have a problem with Ben's pricing. I know pricing's all over the place right now in the knife world. Ben, the reason I bring it up is I got several comments on my video over the last couple of days of people saying I'm not going to spend that much for a knife. So here's my thing. If you want me to say, okay, so what I always base it on, do I feel like the materials, the fit, the finish, the manufacturing, in this case, hand finishing, do I think that warrants X price? And I can honestly say in this case, in the case of Jack Wolf knives, yes. But the more important thing, and Ben, you can comment, you can not comment. It's up to you. But the more important thing is, I know for a fact that pricing has gone up across the board, and you have not seen the Jack Wolf prices go up. Okay. And so trust me, pricing is going up from the manufacturers to us. And I think Ben has done a very good job of keeping his prices consistent. And I think they're fair. And that's all I wanted to say. Oh, the price of silver. He was talking about here I am defending you, and he's not even talking about it.
But you know what? It'll always be, it's an expensive knife.
Good job, Casey.
And here's the situation.
Yep.
The knife costs what it costs to make, distribute, and deliver. And no one works for free. My manufacturer doesn't work for free. None of the material suppliers work for free. I can't work for free. This is my job. I do this 7 days a week. And certainly the dealers don't work for free. So the price is a function of all the expenses that take to bring it to you. And
right. And let's not forget all the things that are coming with your knives. The tin,
you got
slip.
Look at what a cleaning cloth at Chris Reeves' website costs. I think he charges $12 for a Chris Reeves cleaning cloth. What is a leather slip? A leather slip from Troy at Northwoods is $30. He's on the cheap end. So you could easily argue that's a $20 leather slip and a $12 cloth. So let's just say let's round it down. You have $25 worth of goodies in there, not counting the cool tube and the artwork, like the artist doesn't do for free.
No, so not at all.
If you really break it down and look at it, I think it's a tremendous value.
I think it is too.
The comparison isn't necessarily like, oh, I want to compare this to a Rough Rider. Well, it's like it's an apple and an orange.
Yeah, you can't.
When you want to talk about this level of fit and finish with materials, you're really comparing these to custom knives. You're comparing these to custom knives. So a high quality custom slip joint with excellent fit and finish is going to start at the lowest $450. Right. And frankly, at that price, the fit and finish is hit or miss, And if you really want something that's damn near perfect, you're talking $600 to $1,000.
Yeah, easily.
So, I understand they're expensive, and guys who watch the videos, $300 for a slip joint. It's like, maybe it's not for you.
Aaron, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm a nut. Okay, you're good. I'm a nut. It is not your fault, my friend. But thank you for the $2.
Context.
Yep. Hey, Zach. What's up, Zach? Good to see you, man.
It'll never not be a discussion. even if they were 200, there's guys that would say they're too expensive. So It's like, look, do I think I'm delivering value for the money? Yes. Does it matter what I think? At the end of the day, not really. What matters are customers happy with their purchases. Well, I think they are, because there's a lot of people coming back for more. There's a lot of people coming back to the well, and that tells me, like, after the emotional side of it is gone and they're thinking about it more logically, they say, I got a lot for my money with that knife. I've spent more than that on other knives and been less satisfied before.
Yep. And again, I always point out about your knives, when they're open, good luck, finding another slip joint that is a production slip joint that the seam is that clean. You're not going to find it. I'm sorry.
There isn't one. There isn't one on the market right now.
No. And again, I always talk about, again, different price range. But if you look at the Ohio River Jacks, very well done knife. I'm not knocking on those knives. They're just another option in another price range, but there's a definite seam there. Mm-hmm. This is pretty unbelievable and unheard of, in a production knife. It's custom finished. It is.
They're frankly, the reality of a lot of the custom slip joints is a lot of these guys have figured out that in order to make their time more valuable, they make parts on a CNC, or they're water jetting parts or whatever. And
that's a production knife, Mike. I get it. It is what it is. And now these Jack Wolves have also become collector items as well. But I think they're priced very fair for a collector's knife with the fit and finish that these have. And what you get with them, like I keep saying, I still want to put a shelf back here to put all these cans up on. I just haven't gotten to do it. But very, very cool. It's how the chat goes. Exactly. Sorry, Aaron. I'm a nut. That's just the way it is. Oh, gosh. So, again, guys, this Friday, again, we'll talk about it on Weekend Review Friday. I go on an hour before these drop. They will drop in 5 flavors at all the dealers. Now, if you wonder the dealers, just go to the Jack Wolf website. It's got right at the top, authorized dealer list. Click on that. You can see. I know some of you have even gone as far as to make relationships with dealers where they set one aside for you. That's fine. There's no such thing as a pre-order, but go ahead, Ben.
I was going to say, that's smart. I wanted to ask your audience a question.
Yeah, do it.
All right. So as you guys know, I put a sticker in the tube. Now, what I've noticed over a year of observation is a lot of people are hesitant to use their stickers because there's only one and they want to maintain a complete set in there in case, like, for the collectability of it or in case they go to sell it or whatever. Now, I put stickers in there because I want to see you guys stick them on things, So I don't want to take the stickers away. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if I put 2 stickers in the tube, would you guys be inclined to use one of them? Or would I just have guys leaving 2 stickers in the tube? That's what I would like to know.
There's your sticker.
I want to see these stickers on water bottles. I want to see them on bumpers. I want to see them on toolboxes and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I get a
Sean kills it, man. This artwork is so cool.
We had a lot of fun with this art. I'm not going to lie.
And I could just see a cartoon with this, man. I literally keep thinking there's just got to be a Jack Wolf cartoon. If you don't get me a Jack Wolf cartoon, I'm going to be very disappointed.
You want like a whole animated?
Yeah, whole animated.
You want a TV show?
Yeah, man. All right, Ben. Look who just came down, and I've already seen what she brought us, so you're going to dig this.
Cool.
We did something last week. Brian from Blue Creek Knives was on, and I kind of asked Ashlyn. What's your name? Ashlyn. I kind of asked her to do a thematic bunny last week, and she definitely did that. And I asked her, could she try to do it for Ben from Jack Wolf this week? Hey, Monty, what's up, man? I always think this bunny's ticked at me. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what I did, He just always looks at me like he's disappointed in me. I don't know. So Ashlyn has done another cool one. This is cool. Now, everybody knows we got a doctor's knife coming up on Friday, the Feelgood Jack. So we went with a doctor theme here. So we got number 43, the Killer Dr. Bunny. And there you go. You guys ready for this? Oh, yeah. The doctor is sort of in, but not really. Psycho Dr. Bunny. So there you go. What do you guys think? What do you think, Ben?
I love it.
Yep. So that'll be going in the giveaway tonight. Ash, you're so creative.
It looks like it wants to help you and kill you all at the same time. I love it.
He looks like he wants to help you and kill you all at the same time. He's conflicted. You're right. He's very. That's what kind of with her the doctor is with all the slashes and everything. That is funny.
Really good.
What do you think, Monty? What do you think? Oh, he's gonna scratch it. Okay. So yeah, she's a trip. These are good. What do you guys think, man? Cute. I don't know if it's cute, David. I don't know. It is kind of cute.
The bunny has several malpractice cases. Probably.
Did you hear what she said? The bunny has a lot of malpractice cases.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, somebody said it.
Yeah.
Okay. You fired the killer bunny out of the space last week. Very cool. Yeah, the space. Oh, Byron was the one that won the space one last week. So I assume Byron likes it. It sure looks that way. Very cool. Okay, Ben, I saved the stickers if they're a special edition, but if there was a second, you didn't answer, Gator Aaron.
I think he's alluding to the fact he'd use it.
Yeah, okay. What about everybody else? Did we get more answers?
Someone says sell the stickers on your website. Well, I'm conflicted on that because they're for the people who bought the knife. You know, it's like it's part of the package. It's part of the collector's experience. So I probably wouldn't do that.
Definitely use my stickers more if there were 2 in the tube, says Andrew.
I could try it. It just cost more money. And if which I'm not opposed to doing if guys will use them.
Uh-oh. Here's a tough sideways question from Zach for you, Ben.
It's a tough sell with me. Let's just I'm never saying no, but
Butcher Bunny.
Yeah. Okay. So Jeremy said something, which I think is probably part of the problem. I've yet to use a single sticker from the knife community. Can't decide where to put them. So then they end up in a big Ziploc bag or like a Tupperware or something. But did you guys see that bench back there? That thing
That's where me and
fully
Ben
covered in stickers. Almost.
Yeah. Ashlyn says you guys are just not doing it right. Ben, there's
nice.
That's the back of her door in her room, which means when she moves out, I'm gonna have to burn the door and buy another one. I'm just kidding. I'll let you take the door.
I like how you kind of don't leave any door showing. I'm like, my sense of things, I would have them all spaced out, but that's cool.
Yeah, she definitely isn't leaving any door to see there. She's mad at me because I don't have a bunch of new stickers right now. She went through my giant pile of stickers and she wants more stickers. So, and this is where all of the giveaway stickers live. There's tons of them in here. So, but she says she has all the ones I have. So, yeah, I feel you, Ben. I put mine on my water bottle for work. Brian Kerr says.
Water bottle's good. A lot of people.
I collect stickers. I'm too poor to collect knives. I can only afford this sticker. I hear you guys. Please, 2 stickers, 1 for use and 1 for resale. If I need a new kidney, says Byron. Yeah, we're working on a sticker. She's been really busy trying to finish school. So I'm hoping to have some stickers by Blade Show, but she still hasn't finished it yet. Full-size toolbox for my knives. Okay, Tyler, that makes sense.
Donnie's here.
Oh, hey, Donnie, what's up, man? Very cool. That's awesome. I guess that announcement's been made, right?
Yeah. For anybody who hasn't met Donnie, he is active in the knife community. He's a lefty, so he's in the lefty group. He's been doing my social media for the past 4 months, which if anybody's noticed, it's gotten 100 times better. That's exactly why. And starting in the beginning of July, he's moving to Phoenix and working with me full time.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I was going to recommend this. I've seen people do this.
My daughter, what does that say, Bill? My daughter put my knife stickers all over her school notebooks if I don't stick them on something first. There you go. Yeah, that's a good idea, Tim. Then you got magnets and you can put them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And that stuff cuts pretty easy. What are you like? Okay, I think the bunny's mad at me. Ben, what made you decide?
I think he's got a typo there.
It really brings back. Yeah, I don't know. Brian, help us out. What are you asking? Restate the question.
Goodness.
I just throw the stickers in a photo album for now with the backing still on. Okay.
That's smart too. That way you can pull them out of there, like behind the plastic sheets or whatever, like kind of, man, photo albums. I bet they sell a whole lot less of those than they used to.
Yeah, congrats to Donnie for sure. That's awesome.
I'm super excited for him to get here.
Donnie, I'm the one thing I'm not excited for you is to get out there in that heat, man. Go for it. Enjoy, but
I'm trying to scare him off, bro.
One of my favorite memories of Phoenix was when I was a kid and we were driving across the country. And we came over that rise from the San Diego side, and you see Phoenix in the distance, and I could have swore it was on fire.
Oils from the mirage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mirage for sure, but it just looks crazy. It's like, wow.
Oh, what made me decide on POGs? That's what he was saying. That's a good question. So,
yeah, buy a book and put them in it. Or if you don't want to paste them on the book because you're
Ben
scared
wants
you
people
won't
to
like
put them on stuff where they can be seen out in public, and I get what he's saying.
Display your book.
Yeah, water bottle, book.
I mean, a book would be fine. I just want to see people do something with the stickers, like,
collect them like Pokemon cards, and then
yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, so the POGs. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if anybody's bought Great Eastern Cutlery before, sometimes you get this little lapel pin. It's got the little arm on the back. You poke it through your shirt. So I wanted to do something like that, but I didn't want to copy them. And there's already a sticker. And so I really started thinking about what I would like to do. And then the POG thing came up. It was actually, I think my friend Adam Rojas is the one who suggested it. And I was like, oh my God, that is freaking genius, because it'll fit in the tin and it's from the 90s and we can put the artwork on it. And I was like, holy crap. So I started digging around. I found someone who made them, and he went through all the trouble of getting the perfect paper stock. So it felt like classic POGs, and they're priced right. So it wasn't obnoxiously expensive to put them in, and boom, POGs.
And dropped it on.
And it's fun because some people have no idea what they are. And then some people have heard of them, but it didn't mean a lot to them. And then some people it hits them right in the feels as far as bringing them back to their childhoods. So I'm glad you like them, dude.
Yep. Very cool. And everybody's talking about you guys and your memes.
And then, so Andrew asked about the memes. So that is a combination of me and Donnie. We both submit them to the meme bucket we created. He made the first set, and I was like, man, I think I can write some of these because we're just so engulfed in the knife community at all times. I was like, there's a lot of really good material. So when I'm laying in bed and I can't fall asleep, I'll start thinking about all the stuff that I've heard people do or say, or the way, I feel about things. And man, they sometimes just start flowing out. So I'm glad you guys like those.
Yeah, I think just the whole package is cool. But I hear what you're saying. I think it's cool. You want to get some, you want to see them, and I think that's kind of why you've done the patches. Those are getting out there a little bit much.
Yep. Yeah, and the other thing with the POG too, the label art is on the can. Well, that's on the curved surface. So the POG is a way for you to see the label art on a flat surface.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You can't put that in the chat. Hello, JB, Big Red. What's going on, my friend?
Big Red.
Oh my goodness. And this is my daughter. This is my sweet, lovable daughter. Not really.
Yeah.
She's not really your daughter, or
she's not really sweet. She tries. But if you guys didn't see tonight's bunny, there it is. That'll be in the giveaway tonight. We'll get there here in a few minutes. And don't forget again, Friday, I want to be a Jack Wolf YouTuber. Okay. But yeah, but what would Benchmade do without you, Zach? That's exactly true.
100 people, Casey.
Do what?
You got 103 people in here.
Yeah, very nice. Very cool.
Shit.
Well, that board over there is patches, Keith, and it's actually Velcro stuck to the cabinet, so I can't really pull it off and show it to you, unfortunately. But I do have an ammo can back here with stickers all over it, as you can see there. So yeah, but I've kept all my Jack Wolf stickers in the tin. Now what, Ashlyn? What have you started?
It's a dad joke.
Casey has a rabbit tattoo on his scalp from a distance that looks like a hair. Michael Morgan, you're wanted in the principal's office. Michael Morgan, please come to the principal's office.
We need Michael Morgan write memes, dude. He's fun.
He's this guy. Like, he's got him all day long, and you need to get him to do some of his little videos. Have you seen his? We got to do this. All right.
We're not.
Michael, is there anything in the one about me that I shouldn't show on a stream? I can't remember because like there's no music in it and there's no like anything I'm gonna get tagged for, right? If I can even find his channel, half the time tries. Yep.
Sorry, Casey. Can I plug my giveaway while you pull that up?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right. So
and plug your Facebook group as well. Very true.
So I'm gonna do a couple plugs.
Yep.
Is that
Plug
another
number one.
joke? Plugs.
Very good.
So, all right. So Casey mentioned the Facebook group, Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide. It's awesome. We got 775 people, more or less. Really good community, zero drama, lots of awesome pictures, lots of fun engagement. Check it out. Also, every month we're doing a giveaway where we give away a knife. This month we're giving away the Limoncello.
Oops.
Feelgood Jack. And to access that, you go to our link tree, which can be found on my Instagram profile. Or
can somebody put up that link tree for me, please?
I'm gonna rattle off the giveaway, the page on my website where the giveaway form is. Someone just post this link. It's jackwolfknives.com/pages/giveaway.
There you go.
So if you hit that link, there's like a sign up form. You just put in your name. You'll be opting into my newsletter. I only send 2 or 3 emails a month, so I'm not going to bury you with email. But, we get several hundred entries, so your chance to win isn't, by any means terrible. It's a lot better than freaking scratch off lotto tickets, and it's free to enter. So we appreciate your entries.
That's awesome. And I like that you're doing it. And if you guys didn't hear, there's going to be a Jack Wolf knife in the 10K giveaway, and we are about 247 away from that. So the Knives Fast giveaway. So I am excited about that 10K giveaway. So thanks, Ben, for your generosity, both in your giveaway and in helping me with the giveaway. Really, really awesome. What would I do without you to pick on me? I would smile. No. All right. So here, you got to see this, Ben. This is the kind of quality you would give from Michael Morgan right here.
I don't need gimping. Okay, I dropped a lump. Oops. And now I drop blade. Like a lot of those devils. Did I just cut myself? Uh-oh. Are we sideways? As you can see, I like that. Very cool, Michael Morgan. Thank you. He was smart. Like, and I really thanked him.
Oh, that is hilarious, man.
That's what you get. By the way, that's not even the funniest one. Of course, I probably will put up something. If I put up the one with Lefty, I probably will put up something I shouldn't. But if you haven't seen this one, you got to.
I got
Kevin,
the Holy Grail,
the Dolphin.
people, the Avatar. What do you call it? The Shadow Ranger. Greatest spring assist ever, out of the box. Thumbstats?
Watch. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So if you guys don't subscribe to Michael Morgan, that's absolutely the kind of quality you're going to get off of that channel. So
Michael, you're onto something there, dude. You are onto something. I bet that takes a lot of work, but if you keep pumping those out, man, you could be famous. There's a lot of people in the knife community you could spoof like that.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
I think he's done some compilations that I've been in, and he's done a little bit of everything. So, oh gosh, he's absolutely killing it. And it's sad so far that some of them aren't getting as many views as they should, but he'll get there. But Michael's doing some funny stuff, and I bet it does take a lot of work to do those. Yep, there's your link. Thank you, Keith, for putting that up. You guys definitely go check out Michael. Get him some more subs tonight. Very hilarious. And by the way, he asks me every time, Ben, he sends them to me and asks if I'm okay. I'm like, Michael, go just make fun of me. It's fine. I literally, do I not invite being made fun of? Yes, I do.
Casey's got a good sense of humor. You know,
it is what it is.
Boomer.
If we can laugh at ourselves, then what's the point?
Yeah, I agree with that one. I mean, what would be the point? There wouldn't be a whole lot of point to it. All right, so guys, I'm going to go ahead. We're not ready for the giveaway just yet, but I am going to go ahead and get the hashtag ready so I can show you so you can start entering now. The key here is you are going to have to stay. Whoops, what? That.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah. So you guys got to stay till the end because I'm doing one of the ones where we're going to let you pick between the numbers of the knife. So you got to be here. You got to be a U.S. mailing address and one entry per customer, all that good stuff. So whoops, it might help if I actually told it to start collecting. All right, so there you go. There is your hashtag for tonight. So hashtag feel good with a capital F, all one word, not feel good, but feel good. No, you're not winning a Jack Wolf in this giveaway tonight. You're winning whatever knives I have behind me. There are, how many are back there? 3. So you're going to pick a number between 1 and 3. We do have, why did I put it way back here? Brilliance. A huge swag bag tonight with butter knives fast. Yep, I got it. Just a second. She's trying to make sure I put that in there. I mean, there's Big Red EDC in here. There's Said Stevie. There's Lefty EDC. There's Alicord Paracord. There's Bluminati Ninja. There is a Original Goat patch in here. There's SMKW, Blue Creek Knives, and of course Tempest Knives and Knives Fast. And then you get Butter Knives Fast number 103 tonight, signed by the T-Rex and the Killer Dr. Bunny. Or the Killer Dr. Bunny. That's exactly what it is. As Ben said, he wants to help you and kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So very cool. This is the bunny, the Killer Bunny has really turned into a thing. It's pretty funny. And it's all because of Miss Art over here. So very, very cool. And then we actually have one of these multi-tools from Tim B. Thank you, Tim, for your DSKFS. And then 3 knives to choose from, which I will not show you until you pick a number. So we will definitely do that here in a little while. So keep putting that up there. And I can tell you, David Tooley, that is not going to work.
Your lighting.
Oh, man.
My lighting washes you out. It's not because you're pale. It's because my lighting washes you out. Is that what we're going with here?
You need like a ring light.
I need a ring light. This ring light, look, it's held on by tape. It broke. The one y'all got me for Christmas.
You need like a
It just broke.
ring light.
All right, we're digressing. So very cool. Now, Ben, I have a very important question that you're not going to answer.
Go for
No, but I want you to answer. Tempest Knives, never heard of it. Yep, sorry, Ben. What I want you to do is paint kind of a broad picture here, not specifics. Okay, so what is next? Okay, again, I don't want to know what knife is next. I want to know where are we going here. What kind of things are we going to see from you as we move forward?
So in the grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, I like that. So here's where my head's at.
Yep.
My head is at. My priority right now is like bringing some new handle materials to the table. That's my priority right now. You know, I like the carbon fiber, but offering 5 carbon fiber every time is not where I want to be. So I want some variety and different textures and different looks. So I've been working on that for some time, prototyping different things. It's taken longer. I thought that would be easier because not everything comes out the way you want it to look. But I'm working on it. A hobo jack.
A hobo jack. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
Food in a
Oh, that's the eating tool. Yeah. I got you. Thank you, Byron. That's awesome, man. Thank you for the help shipping. Trust me, it really helps that you guys do that. The super chats. Thank you very much.
The other thing on my mind is I'd like to, the Cyborg Jack was well received. That was kind of my own style. I'd like to work a little bit more in my own style. I have had a really hard time finding time to make designs because it's like you got to get into a different headspace for that, and you need a lot of uninterrupted hours, and man, those have been really hard to come by.
Yep. Understood.
So, but that's like why Donnie's coming on board, because there's things he can do to help free up my time. And so I'd like to knock out a few more of my own unique designs. I'd like to work on tweaks to the existing designs. I'd like to see if I can execute a double blade. If I can engineer it and if they can build it and if it looks, works, and feels good.
Yeah. So the thing about the Cyborg is it still has a traditional knife vibe. It still feels like something.
And as long as I'm making slip joints,
I'm gonna hate it.
like they're going to.
Everybody say bye to Ash. Thank you.
I'm gonna go watch anime.
As long as I'm making slip joints, they're going to fit within, I think, the realm of a traditional knife, like in its size, in its interpretation, in its proportions, because like that's what I like. That's what I know. That's what I have an eye for. That's what I like. So that's going to come through. Tarot Tough. There's some cool Tarot Tough out there. There's some of that like blue rich light stuff I really like. There's like all kinds of cool stuff. I got to source it. I got to make sure I can get it in sufficient quantities in the size sheets I want. I got to make sure it's not prohibitively expensive. And I've got to get it over there and then get prototypes made out of it. And then I've got to critique it when it comes back. And it's like, man, that's easier said than done. All that stuff. So yeah. And the other thing where my head's at, and it's not something I suppose you see from me, but it's what needs to be done so you can see more from me, is starting to delegate work. Setting up my business so that I can delegate work. And if I can continue to get growth, I can bring on more people. But you don't just bring on people willy-nilly. You got to have systems in place. You got to have effective means to communicate and share work. So I've been thinking about, like, I'm kind of in the engine room right now, I'm like tinkering with some of the web-based task management systems so I can kind of get geared up for when Donnie comes down, so that we have like clear and concise lists of work that needs to be performed. Like so much of the order of events and all the things I do are in my head. It's not very useful if it's in my head, you know? So, so that's where I'm at. It's like half of my brain is in the engine room and the other half of my brain is thinking about how to keep it interesting for you guys.
Yep. Tim wants a Michigan theme. I'm not sure what that would be.
You know, if anything, Tim would probably have a Michigan influenced name of a knife, you know, as opposed to like the knife itself being Michigan.
That would make more sense.
Yeah. And I almost did it. I'm not going to say what the name I had come up with. Full titanium is certainly an option. And it's frankly the easiest one because I don't have to source material, but you got to edit the designs a little bit because like the screw location needs to change. And it doesn't always look good when you just go full slab of tie from something that had an overlay or an inlay or a scale.
There you go. That's the one he was coming up with for sure, Ian.
Get your Gumi.
Yeah. The Upper Peninsula, the UP. We could the Jack Wolf Upper Peninsula. No. The Gator Jack. Okay. Pumpkin Jack, man. We're all kinds of stuff here. AKA poop knife. Whoa, Kyle. Watch it. Don't pick on poor Michigan. I'm not from there. I've never been there.
Ohio, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you must be. Kyle, are you from Ohio? Jig tie, yep.
Yeah, jig tie would be sweet. Someone asked about wood. Wood's JB asked about wood. Yes, I would consider it. I gotta test it out first because like inevitably it's gonna shrink. Most likely in my climate, it's gonna shrink a little bit. You know, because these covers are super duper thin at the edges. So there's just not a lot there. So you know, if I get them here and they shrink a little bit, I think I can live with that. The question is, how much are we talking about? Is there any cracking? So yes, I would consider it. I get a lot of requests for it.
Yep.
And obviously I like it. You know, I'm a traditional knife guy. I love it. So we'll see.
I just need some blue bone. That's all.
That blue bone on those Finch knives, like holy
yeah,
cow.
it's
Does it look as good in person as it did in the pictures?
It does. Hang on just a second. Say something. I'll grab it real quick.
All right. What handle materials do you guys want to see from me in the chat? Now, there's certain things that can't be done. Like I can't do abalone. It's too expensive. It comes in small pieces. I can't do vintage, like true vintage Westinghouse micarta. God dang, that looks good. Do you guys want to see bone like that? I could figure it out. I bet if they can do it, I bet my guys.
Now this is QSP doing this, and they did a really nice. Now I will say this. I'm just gonna say one thing. If you do this, just make sure before you send them out, you wipe them down a little bit. There was a tiny bit, and I only found it out because I had my cloth out wiping the blade and I'm like, down in the jigs, there was a little bit of dye left, just a little tiny bit.
Interesting.
And so that's the only thing. You would just want to wipe them down. Not enough that it would have stained my clothes at all. It wouldn't have.
It's a good looking knife. I need to get one of those and examine that is what I need to do.
I can send you this one to check out if you want.
If you don't mind, I'd really like to get a look at that. I'd like to see the bone. I'd like to.
And they're fairly thin, Ben. I mean, we're not talking super thick here.
I need to take some pictures of that.
Yep. It's and of course QSP always does a really nice job with the transition. So I mean, it feels good, and then it's got again that texture of the jigging. And it's more aggressive jigging than some we've seen recently. But I love it. I mean, feels great in the hand. It's just
right up my alley. That the aesthetics of that knife. That could be it's bigger than I typically like, but that could be my favorite knife. What do they call that thing?
This is the a flint. The flint. It's like a piratey kind of cutlass knife.
Yeah,
I guess. So there's your size comparison.
Okay, it's not as big as I was thinking. It's about
No,
4.
but it's bigger than the 1934.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, than the shoot. What's it called, Casey? The Hatfield, their version of the gun stock. Yeah, it's bigger than the gun stock version. So it's not huge.
Looks like it's Benny's clip size.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. What did I do with that one? I was throwing knives around a minute ago. There it is.
Dude, someone's Pakistan Damascus. I'll tell you what. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys get? Is it only the knife makers? But do you guys get the Instagram messages from all the Pakistan Damascus guys?
Yep. Unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
All the time. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, it's pretty similar in size.
Yep. I would say very, very close. And I like JB said this looked like a cutlass to him, and it definitely has that kind of pirate cutlass kind of look to it. I dig that very much so. So yeah, and there's what was the wood one? They did a wood one as well. Ironwood, desert ironwood, and then JG10. But this is the money one. This went quick. it went very, very quick. Because this is just gorgeous. And I would like to say they made this just for me, but they didn't. So
that was a winner.
I actually will remove all of them when they follow me. Same thing, Freak Show. I have a lot of them sending me requests. Hey, why don't you make Damascus knives and buy the Damascus from us? And all that
and
kind
then
of stuff.
The like PVC patch guys. Do you get a lot of those?
Yeah, I do.
The
one PVC patch guy, just all he ever says is hi. And I'm just like, leave him in my messages. I don't do anything with it. I'm just like, why do you keep just saying hi? By the way, I'm still trying to get patches made. I talked to your guy, and he was working on, I guess, converting my logo or something. And I haven't heard. That was like 2 months ago. So
I'll follow up with him.
Yeah, I did follow up about a month ago. He said he was still working on it. So, but I will again. But he's done good stuff for you. So
like the art. Let me show you something cool.
Yep.
Maybe I don't want to show you this because you guys haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna flash it real quick. So
okay. So JB says there's still blue bone flints on Finch's website. So if anybody out there wants one, definitely go check that out on Finch's website. Thanks, JB.
This is a mold for Ranger eyes.
Okay.
No one mess with me and try to see that. It's a surprise. So, but the point is, like, they can't do shading. They can't do super thin lines. Like, they pour liquid resin into these molds to make those Ranger eyes. It's like reverse. It's like a casting. It's a reverse image. So your logo, if you have shading in your logo, if you have like, it's got to be almost like cartoons, like animation drawings is what works.
Yep. That's kind of what he was trying to explain to me. So,
Granite?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen that on a knife. Have you guys seen that, Brian? I'm interested to hear, what have you seen that on? But Ben, what have you ever
thought about it? Like, man, you can make a knife handle about just about anything, but they'd be very expensive to ship. I can tell you that. Donnie said hi.
Hi. Exactly. I mean, it's just the name of the account is PVC Patches, and I literally think I have like 5 times of him just saying hi, and I'm like, am I supposed to respond to that?
No, don't.
No, I haven't been.
Ever hear of Diker Lamb? I did hear of Diker Lamb recently. It's really cool. I know I saw it on a case knife. It's kind of like it looks like they got different colors. Some dragons, looks like dragon scale stuff. It's cool. Yep, I've heard of it. It is expensive, but it's cool.
Textured copper, Trinise says. Man, there are 115 of you folks in here. Beskar. Yes, we need a Beskar Jack Wolf knife.
What's a Beskar?
Beskar. Oh, come on, Ben. Oh, We love you
Sorry.
anyway. It's what the Mandalorian's armor is made out of in Star Wars kind of stuff.
I don't do the new Star Wars stuff. I'm behind.
Yeah. Well, Beskar is, yeah. Anyway, what Boba Fett stuff was made out of and everything. But anyway, stab wood knives. I'm not familiar with stab wood either. Stagwood. Okay.
Woods would be a really logical progression, because
Yeah,
there's so many
it would.
varieties, even in the hardwoods. But it's like reliable sourcing, consistent quality. Because here's the thing, guys. One thing that has just continued to impress me about the carbon fiber is the precise nature of the machinability of this
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Holy crap. So the fit and finish with carbon fiber is the bar.
And I love the swell in this thing, man. It is
They
just
started doing that, and it's really
If you guys don't know what he's talking about, I mean, it's not only is it contoured, there's a swell here as well. Fantastic. Just feels great.
Yeah,
See you,
anything.
JB. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. There is your Daleka salute. And we also saw somebody was up higher with man, there's just too much going on in the chat tonight. I'm not keeping up well. But thank you, whoever that was with the I can't find it now, but somebody had an anniversary of being a member. Thank you very much for being a member. And JB, have a good evening, my friend. And we're going to do this giveaway draw in just a minute. Go ahead, Ben. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I think I forgot what I was going to say.
Plutonium. Ultim, yeah. Black Ultim. I haven't heard of that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do this, and then we'll wrap this up and let Ben have a couple more things to say here, and then we'll go from there. But Feelgood is your what I need, and there are only 87 entries and 114 in here. So if you have not done hashtag Feelgood in the chat, please do so you have a chance to win. Byron for 14 months. Thank you very much for that, for reminding me. Byron, thank you very much for being a member for 14 months. And thank you, Chris Hole, for pointing that out to me. I appreciate it. Adamantium, yes. There goes a bunch more. All right, we're up to 96 now. Let's get it over 100, and then we'll go do. Zach's going to log into his second and third account. Please don't do that. Crazy fiber micarta. I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, I've not heard of that either.
All right. We are at 102. So I think we've given it enough. We're going to give it about 15 seconds, and then we're going to draw. And then whoever wins is going to pick a number between 1 and 3 to determine which knife they're going to walk away with. And then we will go from there. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw. Let's see who our winner is, folks.
Kind of laggy, or is that just me?
There we go. Z-Man. All right. Z-Man, you are our winner, my friend. Congratulations. And thank you, Coprolite Steve, for being a member for 10 months. And I am not at 9999. I wish I'm at 9755, but thank you. I appreciate that. So congrats, Z-Man. Z-Man, pick a number between 1 and 3. There are 3 knives sitting here in a stack, top being 1, bottom being 3, and I will pick the one that you say between 1 and 3, and I will tell you what you've won. P&W Fun Stuff. Hello, hello. Man, there's a lot of folks in here, Ben. 117. That's awesome. Very, very cool. You draw the people, man. When I got Ben on, they come out of the woodwork.
I'm pleased to hear that.
Redraw. All right, where you at, Z-Man? No, leave him alone. Kyle, come on. All right. You guys let me know if I miss. Okay, 2. All right, so that's the middle one in the stack here. There we go. And you have won a big knife. All right, let's take this down. If I can figure it out. There we go. And you have won the O Knife Heron L1. This big beast of a knife is coming your way. Z-Man, this thing is crazy. It is a cutter, though, let me tell you, and it's not nearly as heavy as it looks like it would be. It is fairly light for the size of it, and this is the guy that is headed your way. Look at that Warncliffe.
That is different.
It is different. It is definitely different, but I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy, and that's the one you're getting. Yeah, there you go. So I will need you to send me an email, Z-Man, knivesfast@gmail.com with your name and your address, and I will get this out to you hopefully tomorrow. Shouldn't be a problem to do so tomorrow. So there you go. That is our winner, and congratulations. All right, Zach, have a good one, man. Dinner time, right? It should be dinner time out there. Ben, have you eaten dinner yet? Or am I holding you up?
I haven't. I could eat, let's just say.
I will let you go, brother, in just a second. So let's just wrap this up by thanking Ben. Ben, you know, I'm super thankful that I met you 2 years ago, and I'm super thankful that we've been able to foster a friendship, and I've been able to go on this ride just, you know, from a distance with you here, and really been awesome to watch these knives come to life. You had a dream. I don't want to say it this way, but I'm going to say it anyway. Life kind of tried to stomp on your dream a little bit, and you just kept on walking, man. And I think it's fantastic to see that very, very much. And, you know, up to the, you know, this is number, what is this? 11, 12?
I think it's number 12 or 13. 12.
Good grief. And that's fantastic. I mean, it really is. And this Feelgood Jack, guys, these are coming. Sheep's foot blade, doctor's knife. You have fat carbon in or camo carbon in 5 different flavors, and these are coming your way on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern to all the dealers. And these are S90, by the way. Hey, Ben, that's another question. Are you sticking with S90 for now?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it.
Yep.
It seems to be the right
I like
fit.
it. Yeah, I like it. It's a great cutting steel. It definitely works well. And when Kevin can actually slice an apple with it, I mean, you know, you've done something right. So I like to pick on Kevin any chance I get. So very, very cool to see it. And again, guys, don't forget, again, Friday. So you have a few days to get, you know, maybe sell a couple things and get some money together or whatever you got to do. But again, if you want that White Storm, I would be in line at that time. And if you want some of the others, you probably need to as well. And then, you know, or you can save up and see what's left. So, but really, really cool. Ben, what else am I missing about the drop?
No, that's it. We got, you know, the dealer list is at the website.
And you said 13 thousandths behind the edge. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
That's
12 to 13.
It's just, it's super. I mean, when you see, the thing is, so many times somebody will say on a spec sheet, they'll say hollow grind, and I have to sit there and stare at it and decide. There's no question. If you feel one of these grinds from Jack Wolf, it is very clear just by touching it that it is hollow. And when you get down to that edge and you let your finger and your thumb come together, it doesn't feel like there's a lot between them. It just doesn't. It's pretty fantastic. So
you get a really well-made knife with a nice, stiff, snappy spring and a really, really well-ground blade, all with attractive finishes and excellent fit and finish across the knife. I mean, that's what you get.
Yep.
I don't think there's a lot on the table for, you know, wanting to be desired. If you like the aesthetic, I think you'll be happy. Yeah, it's sharp, man.
Yeah, it loves to cut, and trust me, as a guy who got cut by the by the Vampire Jack, please be careful. These are very sharp knives. Yeah, that vampire I tell you, Ben, I still, and it was my own stupidity, by the way, guys. It wasn't the knife's fault. Still, from time to time, if I bang that spot on something, it hurts like crap.
Yeah.
And that's been, it was December. It was December. So, yeah, very, very cool. But yeah, I like the S90. The only thing I ever said about S90 a while back was I felt like you gotta learn how to put an edge on S90. But I've sharpened a couple S90 knives since I said that, and I feel like it's not nearly as tough as I thought the first time I did. It's definitely a hard steel, or at least when it's treated correctly. But it's also it takes a wicked edge. I love S90 and have for years.
Right
so
on.
very nice. Okay, are we ever going to see a reissue of the other models would like to add to the collection? So
Yep.
You want to touch on that real quick?
Yeah,
I think you kind of did earlier. But
Our strategy is kind of rolling through the catalog one model at a time, 1 month at a time. And so we're getting to the point where reissues are coming. So just kind of hang in there. I like to have a large catalog. So it's, there's a good chunk of time in between reissues. So my only encouragement would be if you see one you like, just get it, because it will be over a year most likely before you see it again.
Understood. I think I got my slips all mixed up. I got the wrong one with this knife now. I gotta go back, and I think that's the I put the Feelgood in the Benny's slip. I think that is not working well.
Yeah.
There we go. That's better. I got it now. I was like, why is it like falling out? It's because that one's been stretched quite a bit. But Ben, I really, I love talking to you, and we'll definitely talk some more about Blade Show in the next couple of days because I got some questions.
Yeah, I'm around, man.
But I really appreciate you being here, and need to let you go get some food and go spend some time with your family. But I totally agree with what you're saying about designing and everything. It just takes time, and I'm looking forward to Donnie coming in and helping you out, and that will be absolutely epic. To see you keep growing, man. It's a lot of fun. So
thank you.
I'm kind of going at a much slower pace.
Well, I think I saw the question earlier in the chat. I didn't have a chance to answer it. Someone asked me if this is what I do full time. Well, absolutely. This is a 7-day-a-week thing for me. I took.
It would have to be at the rate you're going, at the pace you're going. It would have to be.
Right. So it's you're seeing a lot of output from me. Well, it's because I'm dedicating 100% of my time to it, pretty much all my waking time. So anyway,
very cool. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. And again, can't wait to see you at Blade Show, and hopefully I get out from behind my table a little bit and come over and see you. Or vice versa, and we'll see how that goes. So really cool. So thank you for coming on, and thanks again for sending the knife. And I'm sure it will be. I still need to record my review. My unboxing is live and did pretty good, and can't wait to do my full review and get that up before Friday so you guys can check out my thoughts. But guys, they're good. I don't think I have anything negative to say at this point in time. I have not crushed a pill with it yet, so I guess I need to go find a pill to crush.
I don't think anyone's done that yet. It's definitely, I think the powder is going to kind of get chunky into the blasted titanium. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't think
that's advisable. I'm just going to say that. It's a doctor's knife and name only. Perhaps.
There you go. Well, I think.
Let me know.
Well, I mean, if you look at the bottom of this Rough Rider one, I mean, it's all spring down there. So yeah, it's going to do the same thing. So it is what it is. So all right, brother. Thank you. Oh wait, there is Keith. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Keith is the man. And speaking of guys with funny content, follow Keith on Instagram. He's hilarious. Very cool stuff. So thank you, Ben, and thanks everybody. Please give me a thumbs up on your way out and a comment down after the video posts. And thank you guys. for watching the videos and commenting and everything you do. And for the new subs tonight, we picked up like 10 during the stream. Thank you, each and every one of you, so much, and welcome. Stick around. We have a lot of fun. So very, very cool. So thanks, Ben. Have a great one. And guys, thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel. See you guys later.